I remember saying at the start of this trip, I didn't want it to take forever. I wanted it to take 18 months to 2 years. I could see something beyond, to return to rock climbing, to return to hanging out with my friends at home, to doing other things. But at this point in the journey, I almost can't imagine doing anything else. So we've made it over the pass. I was born in the UK and my family immigrated when I was about a year and a half old to New Zealand, and we made a family trip back to the United Kingdom when I was 10 years old, visiting the United States on the way and Europe and Singapore on the way back. It seemed to set off the travel bug within me. I loved the journey, I loved the novelty, the experience, the difference to the land that I knew back home in New Zealand. Ever since I've been curious about the world, kind of how the world works, it's always fascinated me. So we've arrived in this little town called Likapa. And it looks like the local people here are setting up for some sort of fiesta. There's a big pile of cerveza over there. Sempre. Hannah and I are very lucky to be on the same wavelength in terms of the kind of things that we're interested in, the mode of travel that we're interested in. I suppose maybe I have the more grandiose ideas and the bigger picture ideas, whereas Hannah's a little more of a details person. We chose to cycle the length of the Americas because of the inherent beauty and continuity of the journey of cycling both the North American and South American continents top to bottom, starting from Dead Horse, Alaska, which is as far as you can go by land travel in Alaska. Ushuaia is our Finnish destination, otherwise known as Fin del Mundo in Spanish, or the end of the world. It's about as far south as you can travel by land in South America.
So every little blue dot is a place where we've stayed the night en route from Alaska to our current location.
The journey's perhaps made us more open-minded than we already were and given us, I suppose, a greater patience. But perhaps most interestingly, I find it's increased my empathy for countries and different societies. I find having travelled through so many countries on this journey now, through Canada, through the United States, through Mexico, Central America, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, I've got a far greater interest in that part of the world than I ever had before. There's nothing better than travel for breaking down prejudices and understanding the world better and learning about yourself and how you fit into that. To be able to go out and explore continents on a bicycle enables you to kind of get another layer deeper into those societies. You're always aware of what's happening, the subtle changes in the landscape as they take place, as you move from mountains to desert to jungle, the endorphin rush at the end of the day, the satisfaction, and the fact that it's really, really good for you, really good for your health, it's good for your mind. I believe it's the ultimate way to travel. Having the right gear is just one part of the equation. You need the right mindset, the fitness, the ability, and the desire to want to do it. If you don't want to be there, it makes it a hell of a lot harder. Now and then, I suppose, I have fantasies about kicking back in a beanbag in my lounge back home, drinking a glass of wine, listening to the latest tech house mix, relaxing in that sort of way that you can only do at home. But the longer that we've been on the road, the deeper we go and the more we feel we're within the grip of the journey. The further we go, the more that we see, the more we want to see, the more it seems to increase our wanderlust and our curiosity about the world around us.
This morning we've got crunchy granola, bonus. How many handfuls do you reckon?
There's more coffee here. Come on.
He's so stoked. I'm a photographer and my project is to photograph and document the journey with a view to producing a coffee table book in the future that'll be large format images of the landscapes, the people, the experience, wrapped up with short stories about specific experiences from each country. My intention is to create images that are aspirational, that are educational, that help people to understand what's out there beyond the city streets, beyond the familiar places, to see a greater depth within each individual country that we've visited ourselves. That seed that was sown as a 10-year-old boy still runs strong in me, and Hannah too. We both know how mind-expanding travel can be. We believe that the personal education and the development that comes from travel contributes towards making us better humans, giving us a greater understanding of the world and a greater empathy. And that fosters a desire to keep travelling, to keep exploring, to keep seeking new experiences, and we'll always be ready for more.